Stop scrolling right now. Do not move past this moment. Do not let the noise around you steal what I am about to place inside your heart. This is not an accident. This is not a coincidence. This is not just another video appearing on your screen. I have brought you here for a reason. Out of all the things you could be watching, out of all the places your attention could be right now, I have allowed your eyes to rest on these words because there is something your soul needs to hear today. Listen carefully. Slow down. Set aside your worries for a few moments. Let your restless thoughts become still because I am speaking directly to you. I know what you have been carrying. I know the burdens you have been hiding behind your smile. I know the questions you have been afraid to ask out loud. I know the disappointments that still ache inside your heart. I know the nights when you lay awake staring into the darkness wondering when things would finally change. I know the moments when you felt forgotten. I know the times when you questioned your own strength. And I know the battles that nobody else knows about. Nothing about your life has escaped my sight. Not one tear, not one prayer, not one moment of pain, not one silent cry. I have seen it all. Many times you felt as though you were walking alone. You looked around and saw no evidence that I was working. You searched for signs. You waited for answers. You hoped for change. Yet day after day things seemed the same. But what you could not see was that I was working beneath the surface. Seeds grow underground long before anyone sees the harvest. Foundations are built before houses rise. Preparation always comes before promotion, and I have been preparing you. You have been asking why the process has taken so long. You have wondered why certain doors closed. You have questioned why certain people left. You have struggled to understand why some opportunities disappeared just when they seemed within reach. But hear me clearly, not every closed door was a loss. Some were protection. Not every delay was rejection. Some were preparation. Not every ending was punishment. Some endings were making room for better beginnings. The path you wanted would not have produced the person you are becoming. The comfort you desired would not have developed the strength you now possess. The easy road would not have taught you the wisdom that is growing within you today. What felt like hardship was often training. What felt like silence was often preparation. What felt like waiting was often growth. And now I need you to stop measuring your life only by visible results. Look at how much stronger you have become. Look at how much wiser you are. Look at how much you have learned. Look at how many things you survived that once seemed impossible. Years ago, you doubted you would make it this far. Yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still moving forward, still carrying hope. That is not weakness. That is evidence of resilience. My child, you are stronger than you realize. You have survived storms that should have broken you. You have walked through seasons that should have defeated you. You have faced challenges that would have caused many people to quit. Yet somehow you kept going, and I was with you every step of the way, even when you could not feel my presence, even when you could not hear my voice, even when your faith felt fragile. I remained beside you. Today, I want you to stop focusing on everything that has not happened yet. Instead, remember everything you have already overcome. Remember the prayers I have already answered. Remember the doors I have already opened. Remember the miracles that carried you through your darkest seasons. The same God who helped you before is still helping you now. The same power that sustained you then is sustaining you today. The same love that protected you yesterday is protecting you this very moment. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. Your story is not finished. Your best chapter has not been written. Yet, there is still purpose ahead. There is still growth ahead. There is still healing ahead. There is still joy ahead. There is still restoration ahead. But I need your cooperation. Do not allow fear to control your decisions. Do not allow disappointment to define your future. Do not allow old wounds to keep you trapped in old seasons. Learn from the past, but do not live there. Honor the lessons, but keep moving forward. Trust me, one day at a time, one step at a time, one decision at a time. If these words are speaking to your heart right now, Type "I receive this" in the comments and make a personal declaration of faith, and stay with me until the very end of this journey, because what I will reveal in the coming messages may help you see your life with entirely new eyes. Before you go, if these words brought peace to your heart, consider liking this message, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with someone who needs encouragement today. Your act of sharing may become the answer to someone else's prayer. I am not finished with your story, and this is only the beginning. Stop for a moment and listen carefully. Do not rush through these words. Do not allow distractions to pull your attention away. Stay with me until the end, because what I am about to reveal may change the way you view every challenge you have faced and every delay you are experiencing right now. I know there have been moments when you looked at your life and wondered if anything was changing. You prayed, you waited, you hoped, you trusted, yet the answers seemed distant. The breakthrough seemed delayed. The door remained closed. The situation remained the same, and because you could not see movement, you began to wonder if I was moving at all. But I need you to understand something that has the power to transform your perspective. Just because you cannot see my hand does not mean I am not working. Just because you cannot hear my voice does not mean I am silent. Just because the answer has not arrived does not mean I have forgotten your request. There are seasons when the greatest work happens beneath the surface. There are seasons when progress is invisible. There are seasons when preparation matters more than appearance. Think about the seed buried beneath the soil. For a long time it appears lifeless. Nothing visible happens. Nothing exciting can be seen. To those looking from the outside, it seems as if nothing is growing. Yet beneath the ground, roots are forming. Strength is developing. Life is emerging. The seed is becoming prepared for the future it was created to carry. In many ways, this is exactly what has been happening in your life. While you focused on what had not happened yet, I was building something within you. While you worried about the closed doors, I was strengthening your character. While you questioned the delay, I was increasing your wisdom. While you focused on the mountain in front of you, I was developing the strength you would need to climb it. You have asked me why certain opportunities disappeared. You have asked why certain plans failed. You have asked why people walked away. You have asked why the timeline looked different than what you expected. The answer is not always simple, but I can tell you this: there are things I can see that you cannot. I can see the road ahead. I can see the hidden dangers. I can see the consequences of decisions before they happen. I can see the future while you are still standing in the present. That is why you must learn to trust me even when you do not understand me. Understanding is valuable, but trust is powerful. There will be moments when you understand what I am doing. There will also be moments when you do not. During those moments, trust becomes your greatest strength. My child, some of the things you cried over were actually protecting you. Some of the opportunities you lost would have taken you away from your purpose. Some of the relationships that ended would have limited your growth. Some of the doors that closed would have led you into unnecessary pain. You only saw the disappointment. I saw the destination. You only saw the loss. I saw the protection. You only saw the delay. I saw the preparation. That is why I am asking you today to stop measuring my faithfulness by your circumstances. Circumstances change. Situations change. Emotions change, but my faithfulness remains constant. When life feels uncertain, I remain certain. When people become unreliable, I remain reliable. When the future seems unclear, I remain in control. I know that sometimes you become discouraged because you compare your journey to the journey of others. You see someone else succeeding. You see someone else advancing. You see someone else receiving blessings. And you begin to question your own path. But comparison has stolen enough joy from your life. Stop measuring your progress against someone else's timeline. Their assignment is different. Their journey is different. Their lessons are different. Their preparation is different. Focus on the path I have placed before you. Focus on the opportunities in front of you. Becoming the person I created you to be. The moment you stop comparing yourself to others is the moment you begin to appreciate the work I am doing within you. You do not need to become someone else. You do not need to imitate another person's story. You do not need to chase another person's calling. You simply need to walk faithfully in the direction I am leading you. There is power in consistency. There is power in patience. There is power in continuing forward even when progress feels slow. Every day you choose faith over fear, you grow stronger. Every day you choose gratitude over bitterness, you grow wiser. Every day you choose hope over despair, you grow closer to the future I am preparing for you. Never underestimate the value of small faithful steps. Many people are waiting for giant miracles while ignoring daily opportunities. Many people are waiting for dramatic change while neglecting simple obedience. Great transformations are often built through small decisions repeated consistently over time. That is why I want you to remain faithful where you are. Continue learning, continue growing, continue believing, continue moving forward. Continue choosing integrity when it would be easier to compromise. Continue choosing kindness when it would be easier to become cold. Continue choosing hope when negativity surrounds you. These choices are shaping your future more than you realize. And as you continue walking forward, you will begin to notice something remarkable. The things that once seemed. That is why I want you to remain faithful where you are. Continue learning, continue growing, continue believing, continue moving forward. Continue choosing integrity when it would be easier to compromise. Continue choosing kindness when it would be easier to become cold. Continue choosing hope when negativity surrounds you. These choices are shaping your future more than you realize. And as you continue walking forward, you will begin to notice something remarkable. The things that once seemed impossible will become possible. The fears that once controlled you will lose their power. The burdens that once felt overwhelming will become lighter. The lessons you are learning today will become the strengths that help you tomorrow. One day you will look back and understand why this season was necessary. One day you will see how every challenge contributed to your growth. One day you will recognize that even the painful chapters carried valuable lessons. Until that day arrives, keep trusting, keep believing, keep moving forward, and keep your eyes on me. If these words speak directly to your heart, write "I choose trust" in the comments as a declaration of your faith today. And stay with me through every upcoming message, because what I am about to reveal next may help you understand why some of your greatest blessings arrived through unexpected paths. Your story is still unfolding. Your purpose is still alive. And I am still working behind the scenes even now. Stop scrolling right now. Do not allow your attention to wander for the next few moments. I need you to hear this with your whole heart, because the lesson I am about to reveal can change the way you face every challenge standing in front of you today. Stay with me until the end, because many people quit too soon, walk away too early, and miss the very breakthrough they have been praying for. You have been asking me for strength. You have been asking me for direction. You have been asking me to make a way. And while you were waiting for a sudden miracle, I was teaching you something that will sustain you for the rest of your life. I was teaching you endurance. The world celebrates quick success. The world admires instant results. The world praises overnight victories. But what many people fail to understand is that lasting success is built through perseverance. Lasting peace is built through trust. Lasting wisdom is built through experience. And lasting faith is built through seasons that require patience. I know there are moments when you wanted to quit. I know there were days when you felt exhausted. I know there were mornings when getting out of bed felt like a battle. I know there were nights when fear tried to convince you that nothing would ever change. I know there were situations that drained your energy. I know there were disappointments that broke your expectations. I know there were people who failed to appreciate your efforts. I know there were times when your kindness was mistaken for weakness. I know there were seasons when your heart felt tired from carrying so much responsibility. Yet here you are. You are still moving forward. You are still searching for hope. You are still looking for light. You are still choosing to believe that better days can come. That matters more than you realize. Every time you chose to continue instead of surrendering, you grew stronger. Every time you got back up after being knocked down, you developed resilience. Every time you kept believing despite uncertainty, your faith expanded. You may not always see your growth while it is happening. Growth often feels uncomfortable. Growth often feels slow. Growth often feels invisible. But that does not mean it is not taking place. Look at how different you are from the person you were years ago. Look at the lessons you have learned. Look at the wisdom you have gained. Look at the obstacles you have overcome. Look at the strength you carry now that you did not possess before. The challenges that once terrified you no longer have the same power. The situations that once overwhelmed you no longer control your emotions in the same way. The fears that once dominated your thoughts have begun to lose their influence. That is not an accident. That is evidence of growth. That is evidence of transformation. That is evidence that I have been working within you. Sometimes you become frustrated because you focus on what still needs to change. But today, I want you to recognize how much has already changed. Gratitude has the power to reveal blessings that frustration often hides. When you focus only on what is missing, you overlook what is already present. When you focus only on future goals, you fail to appreciate current progress. Learn to celebrate small victories. Learn to appreciate daily progress. Learn to acknowledge the strength you are building right now. Many people spend their lives chasing the next achievement without ever appreciating how far they have come. Do not make that mistake. Pause and recognize the victories that already exist in your life. You survived things that once seemed impossible. You made it through storms that felt endless. You overcame situations that once kept you awake at night. You are stronger today because you refused to stop moving forward. My child, one of the greatest traps you must avoid is the belief that your current situation is your final destination. It is not. Where you are today is not where you will always remain. Circumstances change, seasons change, opportunities change, people change, and your life can change as well. Never allow a temporary season to convince you that your future has already been decided. Never allow a difficult chapter to make you believe the story is over. Never allow disappointment to destroy your expectation for better things ahead. There is still more growth waiting for you. There are still lessons waiting for you. There are still opportunities waiting for you. There are still blessings waiting for you. There are still doors waiting to open. There are still dreams waiting to be fulfilled. But you must keep moving. You must keep believing. You must keep learning. You must keep trusting. Many people become trapped because they allow fear to make their decisions. Fear tells them not to try. Fear tells them not to risk. Fear tells them not to hope. Fear tells them to stay where it feels comfortable. But comfort is not always where growth happens. Sometimes growth requires courage. Sometimes growth requires action. Sometimes growth requires stepping forward even when the outcome remains uncertain. That is why I want you to focus on what you can do today. Do not become overwhelmed by everything that might happen tomorrow. Focus on today's responsibilities. Focus on today's opportunities. Focus on today's choices. One faithful step is often more powerful than endless worrying. One positive decision is often more valuable than hours of fear. One act of courage can change the direction of an entire future. You do not need to have every answer. You do not need to know every detail. You do not need to understand every part of the journey. You simply need to take the next step and then the next one and then the next one after that. As you continue moving forward, clarity will increase. Wisdom will grow. Confidence will develop. Doors will open. Opportunities will appear. Strength will rise. What seems impossible today may become reality sooner than you expect. That is why I am asking you not to give up. Not now. Not after everything you have overcome. Not after everything you have learned. Not after all the strength you have built. You have come too far to stop now. The lessons of this season are you for the opportunities of the next season. The strength you are building today will support the responsibilities you carry tomorrow. The wisdom you are gaining now will help you make better decisions in the future. Nothing is wasted when you allow it to teach you something valuable. If you are choosing to keep moving forward no matter what obstacles stand before you, right? I will not quit. In the comments and make that declaration over your life today. And stay until the end of this journey because what I will reveal next may help you understand why some of your greatest victories begin during your most difficult seasons. Keep believing, keep growing, keep trusting, and remember that every step forward matters even when the progress feels small. Stop scrolling right now. Do not move past this moment because what I am about to tell you is something your heart needs to hear today. Stay with me until the very end because there is a lesson hidden in these words that can help you break free from the weight you have been carrying for far too long. I know what has been happening inside your mind. I know the conversations you have with yourself when nobody else is around. I know the fears that try to visit you late at night. I know the questions that keep repeating themselves in your thoughts. What if nothing changes? What if I fail? What if things get worse? What if I am not strong enough? What if I have already missed my opportunity? These thoughts have been exhausting you. They have been stealing your peace. They have been draining your energy. They have been distracting you from the blessings that are already growing around you. That is why I am speaking to you today. You cannot build a peaceful future while feeding fearful thoughts. You cannot walk confidently into tomorrow while remaining trapped in yesterday. You cannot fully receive new opportunities while holding tightly to old disappointments. There comes a moment when you must make a decision. You move.